than the actual movie Toy Story.
Mm-hmm.
Like that game right there, I feel like it's gonna be the best looking one for the Xbox for a while. But of course, the Xbox fans probably aren't gonna buy that game.
Of course they're not gonna buy it. Of course. And we are live. Let's make sure if we are live. Let's are y'all live over there? Are y'all good on y'all feed?
Yeah, I see it over here.
Okay. Let me make sure we got a decent stream before we get started. Okay.
Can everyone in the chat hear us?
Yeah, make sure we ain't got no audio issues, cause we be have some audio issues sometimes. Trying to get this
Cool. Sounds like they hear us.
Okay. Okay.
And more people are coming in. We're at 14 right now.
More people coming in? Okay. Alright. 14. Okay. I'll start with
Yeah, they're saying they hear us.
Okay, I want to start with get like 20. Let's get some more people here, guys. Get some more people. Please share. Please like. Of course, I get my usual dislikes before the podcast. Man, I just be pissing off people, man. What I do to these people? They're just so mad. Like, they don't want to hear the truth, man. Like, Jesus freaking Christ. They do not like to hear the truth.
I think it's mainly because we like to create drama, especially on the internet. Like, one of the things that reminded me was, I was watching The Last Team Red that Alex and Nia and Coupon did, and they had Mr. T on there, and they were talking about like how they both did videos that were kind of like the same topic, but it wasn't actually directed at like Mr. T, and he didn't really direct it at them. But I'm pretty sure like fans of both kind of misinterpreted it and kind of like pushed it to make it sound like, you know, it was more of a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Hey, how's the picture, people? Is it choppy? Is it choppy on my end? 'Cause if it is, then I will fix it the way I usually do it. Let me see.
On my end, the picture looks sharp.
Okay, what about me? 'Cause I'm looking at myself. It looks pretty choppy on my end. Let's see. All right.
A little fuzzy, but that's really it.
A little fuzzy. I can just go back. I just go back to the older. Okay. I guess we're gonna get started. What's the deal, everybody? What is going on? This is your boy, Real Game 27, back again with another Real Talk with the Real Gamer Podcast. Got some interesting stuff to talk about tonight. Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony. Y'all know how we usually do on this show. Lots of Nintendo and Microsoft. It's just a lot of gaming news in general. It's a busy gaming month. We getting close to the holidays, the fall time. A lot of games coming out. It's just so many that I can handle. Like, I just have to just take a rank check on some of these games. First of all, I gotta beat some of these other games first before I start spending my hard-earned money on games I probably won't play till next year. So it's just so many games to keep up with. So basically, before we get started, I know we still waiting on.
They said you're cutting in and out, Real.
I'm cutting in and out.
Yeah, that's what some of the people in the chat are saying. At least 3 so far.
At least 3. Okay, let's okay, let me switch back to the old style. Okay, I guess as I'm fixing my end, let's go ahead and get started with our intros and talk about what games we've been playing this past week. Let's start with you, Alex. What you been playing this past week?
Okay, what's going on, everyone? ActivesiN here. We're back for another week of Real Talk with the Real Gamer. What have I been playing? I beat Hellblade and Inside. That was a good game. Both of those were good games. And now I'm playing Uncharted Lost Legacy, which is awesome.
It's good. Yeah, I still haven't picked that up yet, man. There's just so many. Okay, let's go with you, Dirty.
What's up, people? It's your boy Dirty. A little bit of Call of Duty the remastered, Mass Effect Andromeda, Tetris Puyo Puyo. That's about it.
Yeah, I like that. That's an addicting game too. Okay, Last but not least, go with you, Mr. Retro Bro. Welcome back, bud. It's been so long since we've seen you, man.
What's up? How's it going, YouTube? Been stuck at the job, paying these gimmicks in the mail we call bills.
Yep.
I've really been hooked to like Naruto Online right now because I love MMOs. It's a combination of healers and different classes like traditional MMOs, but they do it with the Naruto moves and different jutsus. They have different ways to increase power levels, so I'm just loving it.
Okay,
I get
cool.
stronger every day.
Yeah, you love them MMOs, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. As far as me, man, just been you know, the usual. Been playing some Street Fighter. Got addicted to it. Bought it last Friday. I think got like 10 or 12 hours on it. Been playing a whole bunch of online matches. You know, I tried to play the arcade mode. The arcade is too easy for me. I put it on World Warrior, so I put it on the hardest difficulty, and like their moves are so predictable, man. Like you know what they're gonna do. So I've been beating everybody's ass on World Warrior, and I'm doing pretty decent online. I started off real good online, kicking everybody's ass, and as I went up the ranks, I started getting my ass whooped. So it's competition, a lot of competition. I'm really enjoying stream, especially the online part, because it's a lot of good fighters out there. So if some of y'all want to fight me online, let me know, because people that's been talking shit, all that crap on Twitter towards me, I beat their ass. Where's Nick at? Because I beat his ass. Was it 10 games to 4? I beat his ass. He said he got so mad. He said he got so bad he took it off some poor kid later on. So yeah, and some other guy, I forgot, he's one of my followers. Yeah, I didn't really play him that many times. I was kind of in a hurry, so I beat him 5 games to 1. So I kind of wanted to go to 10, but I was in a hurry. But yeah, man, when it comes to Street Fighter, man, like there's a reason why Ryu is my avatar, because I grew up on Street Fighter, man. So hey, like if you want some of this, man, drop that friend code, or my friend code's in the description below, man. Like it's whatever, man. I'm game. And what else I've been playing? Of course, some Sonic Mania. You know, I'm still on that. I'm almost finished. It's just I've been so stuck on Street Fighter, been addicted on it. I'm actually playing. If I just played on one console, I would have beat it already. I didn't play half of it on the PS4, half of it on the Switch. I've been going back and forth on both consoles. Yes, I bought it twice. So yeah, I think that's all I've been playing. Yeah. No, I played a little Uncharted 4 last week. I started over in the story. I'm on chapter 6, so I'll start on Uncharted 4. And I think that's it. So I guess as we are waiting on Nick, he told me don't start. He said don't start without him about the Xbox topic. So yeah, that's kind of a big topic. He probably would want to go on his Squidward rant. So what can we talk about? Of course, you got the Super Nintendo Classic, in which that's a big one too. So I probably want to wait on that. Okay, let's talk about some fuckboys. You love that, don't you, Alex? Talk about some fuckboys. All right. Yeah. It's just with this Microsoft situation, with the lack of exclusives, like it's just this situation has went from bad to worse when it comes to exclusives. But when it comes to everything else within the Xbox, inside the Xbox, what the Xbox offers, what it provides, like it gives you everything except exclusives. Like this machine is a third-party multi-plat machine. Like whatever you want in the console, Xbox has it, except exclusives. That's what Sony is beating them in. And you know, Microsoft, like I don't know what is going on with their tactics. Like they thinking that this Xbox, this most powerful Xbox is going to basically outsell Sony. It's not gonna happen, man. Because if you don't have no exclusive to back it up, if you don't have no games to differentiate yourself from the competition with a $500 price tag, then the only people that's gonna buy your console is the hardcore gamers. Like the casual gamers is basically what sells the console during the holidays. The casual gamers, they're not gonna spend $500. They're gonna spend at $250, and that's what's gonna sell. The Xbox One S gonna outsell the Xbox One X during the holiday. Like it just makes sense. But with all this shit has been going on, Microsoft they dodging the question about what's going on with their exclusives. You know, you got a whole bunch of fuckboys in this community that keep on making excuses for Microsoft. Like, I just don't know what the hell to say about that. But what I can say, I can give Mr. Zaire some credit. He's actually oh my god, if you if you don't watch his podcast the other day, man, man, he went crazy, man. He was so pissed, man. That shit was so funny, man. He finally cracked on the Xbox, man. That shit was so hilarious, man. But of course, he's actually telling the truth, and he's basically telling his audience on how he feel about the Xbox brand, on how he feel, about the direction the Microsoft is bringing the Xbox brand. Like, in my opinion, like I feel the same way he feel. Like it's just not good because they just not that same company that they once were. And my opinion, they say that they are for the gamers, but they're not for the gamers. It's all about that money. And of course, you got your Kid Smooths and your Mooches and your crap gamers, and this dude is still damage controlling on his channel every freaking day. Sony versus Microsoft. Sony versus Microsoft. Microsoft slap Sony side the head, whatever. Like, it's just stupid ass titles. Like, I still don't see how I still don't see how Microsoft is even competing with Sony, because Sony is definitely not competing with Microsoft, because like they went by default because of Microsoft's stupidity, and yet we still got these fuckboys, these cocksuckers, these ex-fags, these ex-bots still making excuses for their dumbass mistakes. But yet these fanboys is these executives, Phil Spencer, like Aaron Greenberg, they're listening to moochers. They're listening to these Tim Dogs. Tim Dog said he's gonna buy 3 Xbox One X's. Why the hell do you want to buy 3? Like, they need to solve their exclusive problem before you want to start buying multiple consoles. Like, I just don't understand, man. Like, what's going on with these fuckboys? Like, why are they still damage controlling the fact that their system is dry as hell? If it wasn't for third parties, if it wasn't for these multiplats, then the Xbox would have been, oof, wow. It'd have been pointless to even have an Xbox. So yeah, who wanna start, man? Dirty, what you think about these fanboys in this community? Like, what do you think, man? Like, why are they still damage controlling this Xbox situation, man? Well, like, these fanboys is just cancer, and they just gotta go. Like, damn. Like, should we just continuously and just keep pinpointing their shit out, just expose them on an everyday basis? Like, should we do that? Like, it's just so embarrassing, for them to be in our gaming community. Like, they're not gamers. If they're gamers for real, then they will know the bullshit when they see it, like we see it. So, what do you think, man, about these cancerous fanboys?
You know what? It's they blind. That's all it is. They blind because that's the company of their choice. Mm-hmm. Just like Nintendo fans that was blind of the Wii U. When the Wii U was failing, they didn't want to believe it. Yeah. Because that's their console of choice. That's their favorite company. Yep. And I can see it with the Xbox guys, and they look at it as this is my company. They not down and out yet because we got a new console, even better console. So that's what they're clinging on to. This console is going to turn everything around, and it's really not. You just gotta, chalk up as that Microsoft didn't do this well in this generation.
Yeah.
They didn't pick up where they left off at with the 360.
No, they didn't. You're right.
Why they didn't want to keep going with, exclusive titles and content and stuff like that. Like I said, it could be because they was working on this powerhouse console that they keep talking about. You know what I'm saying? They keep calling it the most powerful console ever. So maybe this is the money that they was holding to make. I'm pretty sure they had all this planned out during the beginning of the generation. So, I mean, the fans is, they hoping that this would turn Xbox around. Is this score? Well,
a $5 console, okay.
They hoping that X turn things around for them, but like you said, and everybody else is saying, they still need exclusive titles. You just can't go with third party all the time, because those third party games, guess what? I get them on PC, I can also get them on PlayStation. So you have to give your fans those exclusive titles. You did it last generation. You should have kept it up this generation. So that's why the fans, it's like the fans, they don't, it's like they looking like, yeah, we don't have it, but we do have some exclusives. You know what I'm saying? Like they saying like Lucky Tales and like
Oh wow.
hey, I don't want to play that game, but if you want to count that, I mean that's your prerogative. You know what I'm saying? You know, you want to count Lucky Tales as one of those big exclusives, you know.
That's not a big exclusive.
But yeah, that's they just blind, man. That's all it is. It's going to take a while for them to come around, or at least some of them come around and see, like, you know, Microsoft needs that they need that those exclusives, and they have to do it. But it might be too late for this generation, so they might have to pick up the ball next generation.
So what you think about these fanboys? Like the whole Xbox exclusive, that's gonna be what our Gamescom discussion. Like what you think about? Yeah, I got a lot to say about this Gamescom, man.
Man, that Gamescom, man, I was.
No, we're gonna say that. We're gonna say that. We're gonna say look, the
Gamescom show something, man, but they just didn't show anything. I'm like, it's like I'm watching E3 all over again. I'm like, what the watching it for?
No, we can
thought about it.
We can say we can say this. We can say this discussion. We can say that one. We can say that one. Yeah, I was want to just focus on these fuck boys right quick, because I know Nick, he said he wants to dig in on this Gamescom situation. I'm waiting on him. So yeah, waiting on Nick. Where the hell you at, Nick? Where the hell you at? All right, Retro Bro, man, what's up, man? What you think, man? What you think about these fuck boys continuously making excuses for Microsoft, man? What's going on, man? It's obvious, like it's the proof is out there that they're not trying. You know, remember when Phil Spencer said we got exclusives, but it's like 2 to 3 years away at E3 because they was wondering where's your exclusives at. Like E3 is a multiplex show, so why they still making excuses for Microsoft?
It's like at this point, I don't think it's that they don't understand. I feel more or less that they don't care. Considering I'm still currently working in retail, we get a lot of people that come and buy games, whether it be PlayStation or Xbox, and generally what they do is they'll buy your Madden, they'll buy the 2K, they'll buy their shooters. They got that new Freddy Krueger game, and I got a lot of people like that at my job. So in their eyes, a lot of them really don't care about opening their horizons and trying like a variety of different games. So to them, where we see exclusives are important because you get the opportunity to play different games and stuff like that, and you should have more games to your brand, they just don't care. So they'll make excuses that make no sense instead of admitting that, I just don't play a lot of games. I just play shooters, I just play sports, and just accept that that's what they do. And I see it more and more at work every day that a lot of people are like that, because I got a lot of people that say PlayStation is better than Xbox, but their reasons are weird. It's like, instead of the reason that PlayStation has more variety of games, which is true, they just say it's better, but they're playing like the same games that you could easily just get on Xbox. So I think the real problem is you just don't have them playing enough games. And at this point, I can't even be mad at Xbox because they make all these games and they know their people ain't buying them. So why should they waste their money making more games? I mean, we can think of plenty of games that was like that, like that they put out and nobody was buying. So it's like I can't even be mad at Xbox anymore because their fan base just destroyed the system. And I think that's just something that we have a problem with consoles in general right now.
Yeah.
Like, to me, like, there's problems in general with everything. Like, even if you look at Nintendo, the Switch is amazing, but there's a lot of things that their fan base lets go that's just aggravating. Like, the 2DS is a cool idea. I understand they want to make something that kids wasn't really breaking, that's smaller than a 3DS. I think we all agree that's a good idea, right? But did you really need a 2DS XL? The point of the 2DS was to be small. So why make a larger version of something that's small, but still yet smaller than the regular 3DS? That's like the equivalent of an extra medium t-shirt.
It's crazy, man.
But I think that's really what the issue is. It's like there's too much people within the Xbox fan base that just don't care about anything. And since they're a business over at Microsoft and they really can't make anything trying the experiment, it kind of affects us who generally cares to see other things because a larger amount of their community's not going to buy it.
Well, let's just
But
be
that's all I got.
let's just be honest, man. The quality of their exclusives is not that good this generation. Let's just be real. It's just not all that good. Like
But I mean, Sunset Overdrive was amazing.
it
What's their excuse
was,
for not getting that?
it was. It's just not their cup of tea. Like
No, it was too colorful.
yeah, it's too colorful,
But
man.
you see, but you see, that's my point. If you're making a lot of games and spending a lot of money on games like that, and you know your fan base ain't buying it, as a business, and it's coming out of your pocket, would you really want to waste more money making more games, knowing they're not going to get it? Like I was surprised they're getting Kingdom Hearts because that's an amazing game, and I bet they're not going to buy that either.
Probably not. I don't know, man. Like it just depends on their marketing strategy. It's like their market has not been that great as well this generation. Like it's just the shit that they actually did last generation that actually worked. It's like they just refuse to. It's just they refuse to do it. Like what's that saying? If it's not broken, don't fix it. Then why are they trying to fix something that wasn't broken in the first place? And this is your results with the Xbox One. And that's my whole issue with this situation, man. Like the shit that they did last generation was on point. Like why did they try to fix something that wasn't broken? They sold 80 plus million consoles, had a whole bunch of exclusives, had a whole bunch of exclusive deals with third parties having like with Call of Duties and stuff like had like the first month with content and stuff. Like they beat out Sony on some of those games, because they was making deals, marketing deals, and it's like they just flipped the switch this generation, like they just didn't care. And whenever Phil Spencer, wanted to stop this whole fanboy wars, like let's just be honest, like the reason why he didn't like the fanboy wars because he know that Xbox is getting their ass whooped and they don't have anything to throw back at Sony. Let's just be real about that. That's why he doesn't want a fanboy war because they know they can't compete with Sony. And
But
this year
see,
proves it.
that's the other thing I would question too. I mean, one thing I think that was different last gen was, let's be honest, the PS3 wasn't that great. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, PS4 is a competitive console. So if they did keep things the same as last gen, do you honestly think that it would have been competing well with the PS4? Not saying that it wouldn't, but I'm just saying, like, how do you picture that fight going? I feel like something that Microsoft probably went through is they realized that there were numbers that they needed to reach, and the amount they're spending on exclusives and stuff really probably didn't even out enough, and they
Mm-hmm.
probably didn't feel that was going to work with the like PS4 the way it's going. And then you see with this generation of gamers, they're really not buying exclusives for the Microsoft brand. So it's like I can't really blame it on the company. It's nothing but the fans that I can blame it on. Like I can't blame it on them to give the people what they want. Sadly, I have to blame it on the fans for just being have crappy taste. I'm sorry.
I don't know, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, some of the exclusives was good, but overall, if you want to compare the Xbox One exclusives versus Sony's exclusives on the PS4, like they just have better quality, man. They got better. They got obviously they got more first party studios on Sony side and Xbox. I don't know what the hell is going on. They have the money to create more first party studios, get more talented developers, and they just refuse to do it. It's like they just give up. They just want to just focus on just multiplex, in which that's not going to make them that much money. So I
At
don't
the
know what's
at the same time, I used to think they had enough money too, but I'm really not so sure anymore. And the only
mm,
reason I say that is because if we look at the course of everything that's going on this year, how many studios that's been working with Microsoft have been getting shut down? Like I know Microsoft, not the Xbox division itself, has a whole lot of money, but how much is the Xbox division actually allotted to spend? Like you know what I mean? There's so many
mm-hmm,
other things within there that we don't know. And a lot of companies that worked with Xbox this year, we know have been shut down.
yeah.
So it's like, do they really have the funding for that? I feel like they might have made the mistake of just spending maybe a little too much money last gen and it's kind of biting them in the butt right now. That's a possibility too. Because I mean, Sony is winning in first place as far as consoles go, but they're still hurting on money. They're winning and losing at the same time.
I guess, man, it is. Let's get Alex on this, man. Alex, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What you think about this whole issue with these folk boys continuously keep damage controlling the Xbox situation with the lack of first party games, just exclusives in general?
Like, it's sad. Like, the only people they're hurting is themselves and fellow Xbox gamers. Like, when you constantly like Zaire, BGST, Kid Smooth, all these guys are all guilty of this, where they let everything slide from Microsoft. They praise them for doing mediocre things. Like, how can anyone be okay with Microsoft's 2017 lineup? Like, it's awful. It's actually the worst lineup in the company's history of Xbox. Even worse than the first year of the original Xbox. The original Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
You have 3 retail games. 3. And people are, like, okay with this? Like, that's crazy. And, like, the company sees this. They see your videos. They see all your tweets. Like, it's been over a year. All these people talk about is, I can't wait for the Xbox One X. They just talk about hardware for over a year. None of them talk about games.
Yeah.
Whether or not they play games, that's up for debate. But, like, they're not talking about games. They're not talking about exclusives. So why the fuck would Microsoft focus on exclusives? Why would they? Like, their fan base just wants hardware. And then you see that. Every week they show new controllers. And these guys are running to the stores, foaming at the mouth to get more controllers for games that they don't have.
Do you guys remember a year ago when we had a podcast and we were talking about how the way Microsoft was going, I was projecting that they're eventually just going to become like a service, how they are online right now for like PC. Like, is it not enough proof now that they're totally going that direction?
That is what's going to happen eventually. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just like that's what's going to eventually happen with them. But like, what can you do? Like, the Microsoft, they're doing a great job when it comes to services. Like, they brought the backwards compatibility stuff. They brought Xbox Game Pass. They're doing more tweaking with the UI. Like, they're doing a great job everywhere except for exclusive games.
Yeah.
And it's strange. It's weird. Like, you want to praise them. Well, not necessarily praise them, but you want to, like, say they're doing a good job for the other stuff. Like, they're doing great in other areas. But, like, when it comes to exclusive titles, they're doing a really shitty job. And Phil Spencer has canceled more games than he's announced.
Yeah, that's bad.
And, like, I know it's not all Phil. He has a team, like Shannon Lofties, Aaron Greenberg, Yubara, all these dudes who just hype up nonsense that never comes through. And it's just like, it all falls on Phil because he's in charge. It's easier just to blame one guy. But, like, their team is not great. And when you're doing mediocre work and you have these fanboys just constantly praising them, saying, great job, we can't wait for the X, blah, 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 keep it up. Like, keep what up? Keep 3 games up a year? Are you fucking crazy? And one of those games is Super Lucky's Tale? Are you for real right now?
Yeah, that was ultimate troll, dude.
Like, Minecraft in 4K? Are we supposed to get hyped for this?
You can see the blocks in
4K, but you canceled Scalebound. Like, you cancel Scalebound, you delay Crackdown 3, which looks like shit. Like, the game's like, what, 5 years old? It still looks like fucking garbage. We still haven't seen the online. I'm convinced that game's gonna get canceled. But, like,
yeah, it will.
We got Cuphead, which took, what, an extra 2 years than it should have? Like, what is going on over there? I'm with Retro. I think, like, their funding has been cut. Like, we all know Microsoft is one of the richest companies in the world. There's no doubt about that. But their Xbox division is not what makes Microsoft money.
Yeah.
Everyone's still saying we're cutting in and out.
Oh, really?
I know, but, like, what can you do? Real stream is terrible.
No.
But, like,
Microsoft's... It's probably the weather. It's probably the weather. I might have to cut the stream and do it again. Might have to restart the computer. I don't know, but it is a hurricane in my state, so it probably has something to do with the weather. Yeah, that's what's going on. I think in Galveston, Texas. Yeah, it's a hurricane. I think it's a hurricane going on right now. But if y'all want me to cut the stream and make another one, y'all just let me know, cause we'll do it. We'll do it.
That's up to you. But like I was saying, like I feel like their funding is more restricted than it used to be. Because like even if you just look at the advertising, you don't see many advertisements for Xbox anymore.
Yeah.
Compared to last gen, where you saw commercials all the time. I know this is something Zaire has talked about as well, and it's totally true. Like, their marketing has been really bad this generation.
That's true.
Everything they try to get across to people, it fucks up. Somebody messes it up, and the message gets mixed up.
Mm-hmm.
No commercials, no advertisements in general. And they just have this image of having no games, and then they cancel games, they delay games. It's just like, they have so many problems when it comes to the game section, but like, everything else, they're great. Like, if you like collecting controllers, go. Yeah, Xbox has you covered.
Yeah.
If you like playing old-ass games, then you can play backwards-compatible games, which is totally cool. But you need new games as well. And, like, if you want to stream games, they got that too. Like, they have all the services, but they don't have exclusives. And that's something the Xbox fans should be holding Microsoft to, because, like, 3 games a year, and one of them is fucking Super Lucky's Tale. It's a joke, man. It's trash.
It sounds like a scratch-off game for the lotto.
Ha.
Yeah.
Super Lucky's Tale.
Like, I like platformers. It's not like, but like when you look at that game just looks like shit. It looks so basic, so easy. Like, it's like a baby game.
So it's
and they're
Bugsy.
trying to promote that for the world's most powerful console. Get the fuck out of here, man. And that Aaron Greenberg, or whatever his name is, that Humpty Dumpty looking guy, saying that Xbox has the biggest exclusives. Like, the fuck is this dude talking about?
I don't know. That whole, whenever he's talking about the biggest exclusive, what the hell is he talking about biggest exclusives, dude? He sit up here and embarrassed them this whole entire year.
Sony brought out fucking DLC on Tuesday.
Yeah.
That DLC